Alrighty, what's up everybody? Merry Christmas, you fuckers! It's me, your tribal god of Christmas and Extreme, Peter fucking Joseph, back at you again with video number 2. On your late Saturday night, December the 23rd, 2023. Thanks again for watching. Make sure you like the video and subscribe to this very channel you're watching on the main channel, Killer of Demons 669. So, subscribe to this channel and my other channels, which are under my tree, otherwise known as the description box below. And don't forget to follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Share the video all over the fucking place. And most importantly, tap and slap that fucking bell. And turn on all notifications so you don't miss a goddamn thing, because if you do, well, you're gonna get coal in your stockings and you're pretty much shit out of luck. And you know what that means. And that's pretty much it. Oh, so, alright, so like, share, subscribe, leave a comment if you wish, but you know, you don't have to, but if you're gonna leave stupid comments, you're getting blocked. And if you don't like that, too bad. And follow me on social media if you dare. If you're fake there too, you're getting blocked there as well. That's pretty much it. You can't respect me and my channels. That's it. You're out of here. Go fuck yourself. Go on somebody else's channel and do that shit. Watch what happens. But I digress on that. But that's that. And if you're new here, well, welcome to the fucking party, pal. Merry Christmas, happy holidays. And I hope you enjoy the ride. You know, sit back, relax, grab a cold one, wherever you got. When you're watching this video, don't do it at work, though. Drink some water when you're at work. Or soda, or juice, whatever you got. But sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. And if you like it, great. Smack that bell to get more, and hit that thumbs up. Stick it straight up everybody else's behind, and that's that. But if you're new here, thanks for the view, thanks for the sub and comment, whatever. But enjoy, and if not, like I said, get out of here and go on somebody else's channel. Can't respect me, then who can you respect? Pretty much not even yourself. But it is what it is. I try to be respectful to people. I know back then I wasn't so respectful to a lot of people. It got me in a lot of trouble, but live and learn, and right now I'm pretty much striving to be more respectful to people, except for people that just rub me the wrong way and just be disrespectful to me and others, and that's it. So, can't be respectful, I'm going to block you. Simple as that. I'm not even going to give you a warning. One and done, you're out of here. So, that's that. Alright. So let's get into this shit, my friends. It is Christmas weekend, and officially, it is Christmas Eve. It's pretty much 2:30 in the morning. I've been, counting down those hours to level 47, and as of 2.5 hours ago, it's level 47, my friends. I think we all know what that is. But the greatest day in the world, that's coming up later, but officially at midnight, the greatest day in the world is now at hand. So, we got that. And why is it called the greatest day in the world? Because great people were born on this day. Jesus Christ the Lord! And a certain guy that plays a mean old bass guitar, you know who he is. Let me kill myself from Motorhead. We play rock and roll. Rock out with your cock out. Alright, jailbait. Ace of Spades, got a wart in my face. Yeah, so 3 great men were born on this day. Me, Lemmy Kilmister from Motorhead, and Jesus Christ the Lord! Hallelujah! Praise the Jesus Christ the Lord! Okay, not about that. But it is Christmas Eve, so Merry Christmas to all of you. And hopefully later tomorrow you'll be celebrating Christmas Eve with your loved ones and your family and your immediate family or whoever. Just be safe, be well, have a good meal, and watch some football. I mean, more football. There was some tonight. Pretty much the Steelers beat the Bungles. Nobody gives a shit. And in the other game, it was pretty close. The Bills eked out a win against the sad sack Chargers. What else is new? 24-22. So, Bills are doing some good shit right now. So, Week 16 in the NFL. Almost done. Be done Monday night after the Ravens and the 49ers play. That should be a great game. Well, we'll see what happens with that, but if you're a Jet fan, well, tomorrow they play at 1 o'clock on Fox. I think on Fox or CBS, whatever channel they're on, who cares? Nobody's really going to watch it. But, I mean, I might watch a little bit of it, but most of the day I'll be celebrating, Christmas Eve and watching some football. Probably watching It's a Wonderful Life for the 69,000th time. Oh, and George. Give me sword. I'm George Bailey. You remember me, George? I mean, it's a timeless classic, but man, God, it is a great movie and everything, but not the greatest thing you want to see on Christmas Eve. Well, besides that, you can watch Home Alone and any other great Christmas movie like Jingle All the Way. But do not watch Die Hard because that is not a Christmas movie. It's based on Christmas. The whole movie was on Christmas, but it's not a Christmas movie. I don't care what anybody says, even Bruce Willis. He says it's technically. It's not a Christmas movie. I don't care what anybody says. It's not. You think every movie that plays, that is out, every movie of all time, they have a scene that's on Christmas. Like, oh, that's a Christmas movie. No. Home Alone is a Christmas movie because the whole thing was out. They go on. I think it was like right before Christmas. They go on vacation. They, Kevin McAllister freaking gets locked in his house basically, and forgets to go with his family to France on Christmas, and then Christmas Eve comes. He's still in the house, and then his mom comes all the way from France and shows up Christmas morning with the rest of the family. That's a Christmas movie. Jingle All the Way is a Christmas movie. Die Hard? No. Not a Christmas movie, just based on a freaking Christmas party. When a bunch of Russians go to some big building run by a Japanese guy. And they shoot up a whole bunch of people, and Bruce Willis, is there, and then Mr. Carl Winslow. How fitting, he plays a cop right before even he started on Family Matters. How fitting. What do you think? What do you think I got? Welcome to the party, pal! Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker! You know what a TV dinner feels like. Okay. That's not a Christmas movie. Die Hard is not a Christmas movie. But I don't care what anybody says. It's not a Christmas movie. I don't care if the movie was set on Christmas. It's not a Christmas movie. Home Alone is a Christmas movie. Jingle All the Way, Christmas movie. A Christmas Story, Christmas movie. Ralphie, But Die Hard? No. Even Gremlins, when that's not a Christmas movie. I don't care if they had a scene that they were on, in the bar on basically around Christmas time. That's not a Christmas movie. Come on. Gremlins is not a Christmas movie. I don't care what anybody says. Great movie, sequel stunk, but they're supposed to make a Gremlins 3. Why? I mean, how much does Gizmo have to take? I mean, come on. Gizmo! Second one was kind of funny, when they actually, a couple of Gremlins talked, and that was like the main one, but Stripe, whatever his name is. I wanna talk a little bit about what's going on in this situation here. Check it out one time on cue. But yeah, Gremlins is not a Christmas movie. The first one's not. I don't care what anybody says. But if you think Die Hard is a Christmas movie, I mean, more power to you, but it's not. I know that's the big debate that'll go down in the annals of time when we're dead and our grandkids are like, hey, we'll watch Die Hard. Because Grandpa said it was a Christmas movie. And then people, you go to school with people and they watched it, and, their grandfathers and grandparents watched it. Their parents watched it back in the day. They'll tell you, it's not a Christmas movie. Yes, it is! It's not a Christmas movie. Just stop. Get some help. It's not a Christmas movie. You want a Christmas movie? Then you go watch It's a Wonderful Life. That's a Christmas movie. Anything else besides Die Hard is a Christmas movie, pretty much, except and Gremlins. And a few others, but I don't care if they were set on Christmas Day. What is the plot of the movie? That's the real thing. Die Hard might have been set on Christmas Eve or Christmas, but the plot is not. The whole plot in the movie is not a Christmas movie. Come on. Alright, I'm not going to talk about this stuff anymore. But anyway, yeah, it's Christmas Eve, and hope everybody has a great Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. And pretty much as of right now, we are 1 week away from New Year's Eve, the end of the year. Be dropping that goddamn ball in Times Square. It's gonna be cold there too, I heard. It's gonna be really cold. Not cold, but cold! So, if you're staying in Times Square all fucking day on New Year's Eve, better bring some hot chocolate, a couple layers of clothes, a couple of sweaters, big old parka. Because you're going to be there in pretty chilly, cold weather when that stupid ball drops at 11:59 and 0 seconds. I wish it got stuck. But even if it got stuck, we're still going to say, Happy New Year! Or as I say, crappy old year. But it is what it is. That's that. It's actually raining right now, just kind of, Good thing it's not snowing. It's 39 degrees, so it's still kind of raining right now. But it's only going to rain for a little bit. It's supposed to rain a little bit in the morning, but the rest of the day it's going to be cloudy. It's going to be around 50, which is good. Not that cold here in the Northeast, but by the time we hit New Year's Eve, it's going to get bone-chilling cold. Not bone-chilling cold, but cold as balls. So, the final week of the year is pretty much here, ladies and gentlemen. And once again, it is level 47. Alright. Closer to level 50, my friends. Oh, it sucks. But I'm gonna do the chop book just because it's Christmas Eve. That too. Alright, enough about that bullshit because I wasted 15 minutes of your precious time. Alright, so on video number 2 on your now Christmas Eve, or whenever you're gonna see this, check out my first video of the day, my SmackDown and AEW Rampage review, so check that out. As far as Ring of Honor goes, I don't think I'm going to do the Ring of Honor review this year. I know. First of all, it's like 2:37 in the morning. I'm not going to stay up and do a really quick Ring of Honor review. I don't know. We'll see how happens, how I feel. After I do this video, I'll see what happens. Maybe I'll just record it and I'll put it up tomorrow morning when I get up. But in any case, so check that out. Link will be in the description, or you just go back a video to watch my SmackDown Rampage review. And that's pretty much it. But right now, on Christmas Eve 2024, thank you for watching. My name is Peter Joseph, a content creator. Talk about the wonderful world of professional wrestling or whatever the fuck I want to talk about. You like it? Good. You know? Get out. That's it. But right now, my friends, sit back, put your feet up, grab a cold one, and enjoy, because it is time for your almost late night AEW Collision review for December the 23rd, 2023. And we're emanating from the arena in San Antonio, Texas. Yep. Scared them Cowboys that night. Alright, so this is the ultimate go-home show before this coming Friday, gotta get down on Friday. So it is the pre-go-home show before this coming Friday, December the 29th, live edition of Collision, going head-to-head with a best-of edition of SmackDown. I think Rampage is taped as well. I'm not even sure about that. I assume it is, because they're going to probably... I don't think they're going to be taping any Ring of Honor shows. I think all the shows are pretty much taped for going into next year. So, but there will be a Ring of Honor show on TV episode on December the 28th. So, there you go. That's the final Ring of Honor show of the year. Dynamite, final show of the year. The go-home show for Dynamite on December 27th, this Wednesday night, from Orlando, Florida. Along with I think Collision's going to be there too, or I don't know what Rampage is going to do, but I think Collision's also in Orlando, I believe. I'm not sure about that, but like I said, Friday, Collision at 8 o'clock. And it's live, going head-to-head with a best of SmackDown that nobody's going to watch. Unless you want to watch just Roman highlights, that's fine. And then Rampage right after that. And then this coming Saturday night in that shithole known as the Nassau Mausoleum, the final pay-per-view of the year, AEW World's End, will take place. That's it. That is the final event of the year. And then we start fresh January the 1st, Monday Night Raw, with its Day 1 episode. It's New Year's week for the WWE. So that's Day 1, Monday Night Raw. Tuesday, New Year's Evil for NXT. First Dynamite of the year, Wednesday. And Thursday, we got first Ring of Honor show of the year. And first Rampage, Impact. It's still Impact until the week after that, which is January the 13th, when Hard to Kill will be taking place. I think it's the 13th. I'm not even sure when that is, but I think the 13th or the 15th of January, when Impact goes back to being TNA. So that's that. We got that, and then the first SmackDown of the year, New Year's Resolution. We got that. First Rampage of the year, and then January the 6th, the first Collision of the year. By the way, Dynamite is coming your way from the Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey. That's it. That's that. And WWE will be in New York City at the Mecca, Madison Square Garden, this Tuesday for their house show. CM Punk would be there, taking on Dom Dom, who cares? Seth freaking Rollins and Drew McIntyre for the World Heavyweight title. Seth's gonna retain, obviously. Then we got Cody Rhodes, MDK only Cody, taking on Shinsuke Nakamura in a bull rope match. First time we had that in a while. But, yeah, we got that, and nobody gives a shit. I don't ever give a shit. Not gonna go. We don't care about that. So. But it is what it is. So WWE will be in the New York area on Tuesday. And then AEW will be in the New York area starting on this coming Saturday for World's End, and in the New Jersey area for Dynamite and Rampage too. So I've got that. So that's some good shit coming your way as we end the year and start the year. Don't forget, Wrestle Kingdom 18, a little over a week away, my friends. That's the real show to watch this week. And that's it. Alright, so let's get into Collision from the arena in San Antonio, Texas, and our commentary team. On Saturday Night Collision, we have the hermaphrodite himself, Kevin Kelly. Oh, by the way, he's a Met fan. And, also, we have Nigel McGuinness, me love, the great UK man he is. And, my good friend should be in the Hall of Fame. And hopefully he might be your friend too. But he's my friend from the XWF days, my friend. That is the legendary man himself, Tony Baloney Schiavone, who wished me a happy birthday. Thank you, Tony. And that's pretty much it. Anyway, let's get into this show. Alright, so this is the final week of the Blue League block. Week 5 in the Continental Classic tournament. Pretty much it's over. Next week is the Blue League and Gold League finals. We already have the Gold League final all set up. Swerve Strickland taking on John Moxley. He wants the righty. You know, the righty, Mr. Wild Thing, John Moxley, taking on the Switchblade. Play with the Switchblade. That's Jay White of the Bang Bang Club. Too sweet me for the love of God, by the way. Bullet Club. So we got that on Wednesday night. And we're going to find out who goes to the Blue League final. Right now, it is a tie between Andrade and Bryan Danielson. Yes! At 9 points. Brody King, Claudio, and Eddie Kingston at 6 points. And poor Daniel Garcia, 0. So, we'll see what happens with that. And we move on. Alright, so we start off Collision. Well, we don't start off with our cold open with the promos and everything. We just go right into the ring with the themes. So, we start off with a fucking banger Ring of Honor style match. I love this match. We have Claudio Castagnoli, former Ring of Honor Tag Team Champion and former Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Champion. He takes on, well, another former champion and former Pure Champion, and that is Bryan Danielson, or as I call him, One-Eyed Willie. Yes! What, you gonna find me? Ooh. Come on, Brian, come on! Come on! I'll knock the other eye out. Then I'll steal your wife. No, I'm kidding, I won't. I'm just kidding. Oh, am I? But anyway, move on. Alright, so we got Claudio and Brian. Oh, this match was 20 minutes of epicness. But anyway. Alright, so we start off with a stalemate. Some chain wrestling, then we get to a stalemate. The crowd's like, yay! Impressive. And then more feeling out process. Not like that. You sick fucks. Danielson gets the edge. Did I say edge? But anyway. Claudio does anything to get out of it. Then he bow in the corner. Then he back out. another stalemate. And then Danielson starts to work in some submissions. Claudio fights him off a whole ton of times. Then another stalemate. But that one ends with Danielson hitting his current Blackpool Cuck Club teammate with a boot to the jaw. Oh, that pissed him off. Claudio gets pissed, so it's taking it to Danielson some big time shots. Goes for the swing of doom. Because Brian reversed versus into the bell lock, which gets broken by Claudio as he got under the rope. Remember that for later. Then it's a whole bunch of stalemates for a while, and then Claudio finally gets the swing of doom on Brian Danielson. The crowd's going nuts. And then, this is awesome! Did you say my name? I'm sorry, I forgot. I'm sorry. It's okay, Mike. It's okay, Mike. It's Christmas Eve. You're allowed. Okay. By the way, happy birthday, Mr. Joseph. Hey, how you doing? Hi, Merry Christmas, everybody. Yeah, Mike Awesome, ladies and gentlemen. Merry Christmas, Mike. And thank you for wishing me a happy birthday. And don't at least you didn't put me through a table like last year. Oh, I did? Ah, shit. I'm sorry. That's okay, Mike. I forgive you for once. I give you one time. Anyway, but yeah. Yeah. You saw Claudio versus Mr. Brian Danielson? Yeah, I thought it was great. Would have been better if I was in it. But, Mike, you're dead. Ah, right. Forgot. Damn it. Anyway. I gotta finish this off, Mike. I just. But thank you for saying happy birthday to me. You're welcome, Mr. Joseph. You're a great guy. You have a great show, and a Merry Christmas to you and your family and your subscribers and everybody else. Well, at least you were nice. Well, tell Jerome and everybody else I said happy Merry Christmas, and the tab's on me. All right, I'm gonna buy myself some Jack and Coke. I'm gonna have like 6,000 of them. Hey, whoa, Mike. Take it easy. Take it easy. We do it on New Year's Eve. Okay? You got a week to go. But you want to prepare. I mean, get one for me, too. Alright, I'll give it to you later. Alright, I gotta go. Bye! Okay, get out of here, Mike. Thank you! I tell you, if you don't like my impressions, get the fuck out of here! Oh, get out of here! Well, I tell you, I get no respect. I get no respect. Well. But anyway, we move on. Alright, so, we get the "This is awesome" chant going out. And then we go to break. We come back. Danielson comes back. With those yes kicks in the corner. Then a huge belly to back suplex from the top rope. Ow. Then he locks in the label lock again on Claudio, and Claudio gets his foot on the rope for a very long time. And like freaking the commentary, even Nigel's like, referee, do something! I mean, Stefan, what are you looking at? You fucking mark! Oh shit, his foot is on the rope! Duh! Fire that guy. Come on. Tony Khan, fire him. I mean, he was in it for like at least a couple minutes at least a minute or two. And the fans are like, foot on the rope! His foot's on the rope! What are you doing? I mean, seriously, how could you miss that? Stevie Wonder could see that, and he's blind. Well, even Stevie Wonder, he's blind, could have saw that. Sammy Davis Jr., he could have saw that either. Yeah, that referee's a stupid piece of shit. Yeah, I know, Mike. You could have put it through a fucking table for that. Yeah, I think I should, that little... Hey, watch it. Calm down. No, I would have fucked them up, motherfucker. Jerome, easy. Put that sight away. put it away because it's Christmas. You put the candy cane away, so get out of here. What the fuck is Jerome doing? Jesus Christ. But yeah, really, Stefan, what are you doing? He finally notices it. We get the break after like 2 minutes. 2 minutes! The crowd's like, boo! Yeah, I bet you he got a big, fat talking to. Excuse me for a second. Allergies are kicking in. So yeah, I bet you nothing, Stefan, that stupid referee, got a big tongue lashing, not only from Tony Khan, not only from Danielson and Claudio, and probably a bunch of other people on the back. Oh boy. You're not getting your Christmas bonus, my friend. You're getting a pink slip. But, come on, dude. And then Dasha tells us we got 5 minutes remaining in the match, because there's a 20-minute time limit. And then they go really, really, really fast. The next 5 minutes were freaking epic. Claudio hits a huge superplex, from the top rope for a near fall. Picks Brian up. I think he was going for the Ricola bomb. Danielson fights him off with some elbows to the head and tries for a triangle choke. And then Claudio comes back, hits the neutralizer, and gets a 2.9999999999995. And then Claudio's talking to the ref. You took too long! What are you looking at? I wish my foot was on the rope! Smack him in the head. Commentary says he's just trying to learn how much time he has left. Right. Claudio, if you just heard it was 5 minutes left, I doubt that. I know Claudio for sure was pissed. Anyway, with under 3 minutes, now it's under 3 minutes left. Danielson gets right back up, hits the Psycho knee. Uh-oh, he's about to win and get 12 points, but Claudio kicked out at 2. Then he kicks Claudio's head in a little bit. And then Claudio shrugs that off, basically no-sells it. And then does it in reverse. Then they end up tangled up on the mat, kicking the crap out of each other in the face over and over and over again. And then the time limit time is ticking away. We get to around 1 minute. Claudio gets the advantage. Whoops, I went past my notes. Claudio gets the advantage, kicking Brian in that bad eye of his for a near fall. Then he locks him up in the sharpshooter. And then Dasha's counting down, like 1 minute left, 30 minutes left. Danielson will not tap out, and he was in a weird angle, like his hip was like this, his body was like this. It was like, ooh. I was like, any real man would have tapped. But Danielson held on and earned, after with 10 seconds left, Claudio lets him go, hits the Tiger uppercut, quick pin, but the bell sounded. So we get a 20-minute time limit draw, so each man picks up 1 point, so Danielson wins. Well, actually, Danielson gets, he has 10 points. Claudio has 7. So, he's technically still in it, but he has to have Brody King and Eddie Kingston lose to go on to the next round. Well, the finals, I should say. So, it kind of sucks for Claudio, because I think that time that he was in the label lock with his foot on the rope, and stupid Stefan doesn't even know his freaking foot was on the rope, kind of cost him there. So, if I was Claudio, I would really blame the loss on the fucking referee, not him. He put up a humongous fight. Should have won. He should have won. But I digress. But anyway, match was great. 4 out of 5 stars. felt like Ring of Honor all over again, 2000 and pretty much before Bryan left. And I think Claudio came in around 2008, no, he came in before that. It was around 2006, I would say. But, man, this was a good match. It just sucks there was a little bit of in it. Stupid fucking referee. Fire that guy, Tony Khan, please. I mean, how do you miss that? How? And you're right there. You're right there, you're looking at him, and his foot's like right here. You couldn't look from the corner of your eye? That pissed everybody off. I think everybody and their grandmother saw that. And they were like, referee, do something! No wonder AEW is going down the drain. Freaking referees can't do their fucking job. Attendance is starting to go bad, even though they sold like 12,000 tickets for Revolution. They sold almost 8,000 for World's End. I mean, they had a guy that was running the live events. He quit. He's gone. Freaking, Matt Jackson's wife, who was the head of merchandise, she gone. I think she left her position. She basically didn't quit. She just said, I don't want to do it no more. I think she just wants to stay home with the kids. And that's respectable. Yeah, I would do the same thing, but if I was her, but I'm not her, but yeah, Dana Massey, that's Nick and Matt Jackson's real last name. But yeah, so Matt Jackson's wife, Dana Massey, has left her position as head of merchandise, CEO of merchandise, whatever it was. So, they're dropping like flies down in AEW, man. They're dropping like flies. And people want Cody to come back. Oh yeah, he signed, by the way. He re-signed. Even though there were stories that he did re-sign, there's other stories that WWE's got to throw a large contract to him. Obviously, Cody will probably re-sign. Obviously. Does he really want to go back to Tony Khan and the Bucks? I mean, and the fans who hate him so much? They still hate him now! And he will never, ever finish that story. Especially to Roman, if he faces Roman again at WrestleMania 40. You are not finishing that story, sir. So, don't even try. And you stupid fans, they're going to feel another heartbreak like they did last year. And you will, once again, Cody, acknowledge us! That too. And the fans too. Just want to point that out. Anyway, we move on. Alright, so, like I said, the match was great between Claudio and Mr. Bryan Danielson. 4 out of 5 stars. After the match, Code of Honor, they hug, even though, kind of felt shitty. But what are you going to do? Alright, so Bryan goes on to the Blue League Finals, where he will face Andrade, Brody King, Eddie, or maybe Claudio. Claudio still has an outside chance at 7 points, but we'll see what happens with that. Alright, we move on. Alright, after that, we go to match number 2 on your scorecard. We have, for the AEW Trios Championship, we have the Acclaimed, Max Caster, Anthony Bowens, and Daddy Ass, Billy Gunn. By the way, ladies, Sesame Mommy Ass, it's my birthday, so Sesame Mommy Ass! Yes. Alright. So we got that. And they're taking on Top Flight, Darius and Dante Martin, and Action Andretti. Wasn't much of a match, coming off the hot match between Claudio and Bryan Danielson. But it was alright. Max Caster's rap was kind of cheesy. He managed to fit in a reference to Wenbanyama, saying something about being long lost just like him. It was like Bigfoot. And then I think they were talking about, Action Andretti's mama. Don't be talking about my mama! I didn't get that whole rap at all. But anyway, who cares? Was a pretty decent match. Little flippy dippity doos here and there. Lots of daddy ass chants. And oh, Sesame Daddy. Yeah. So Top Flight and Action Andretti took control for a little bit, and then looked like they're about to put Daddy Ass out, or threaten to win the title, but Daddy Ass put a stop to that. Took care of all three guys at once. We gained the control for the champs. Then we get the Acclaim go for Sesame Timbers. It gets interrupted, and then the challengers threaten once again to get the win. Action Andretti got a 2 count off a big splash, but then Max Caster comes out of nowhere with a surprise roll up. 1, 2, 3. Still your reigning, defending Trios champions, the Acclaimed and Daddy Ass, Billy Gunn. So, match was alright. 2.5 out of 5 stars. After the match, everyone was like, wait, what the hell just happened? And like, Daddy Ass, like, wait, we won? Oh, yeah, we won. So, we hear from Kevin Kelly called out that Max Caster used the tights to get the pin. Fans didn't really give a shit. They cheered for the Acclaimed. So, either somebody missed a spot, or there was a botched pin. I don't know what it was. But a win is a win, and the Acclaimed still your Trios champions. In a match, like I said, 2.5 out of 5 stars. And that's it. Alright, after that, we get a special message from the FTW World Champion, and that is sent for the man! Hook! Get in here, you stupid son of a bitch. Hook, ladies and gentlemen, is here. So, he says, and he does a promo, I guess he's somewhere in New York, maybe in Brooklyn, I don't know. Brooklyn Red Hook, brother! So, Hook says he's going to fight Wheeler Utah for his belt, for, I guess, the FTW belt under FTW rules, but he wants to do it at World's End in his home area of New York. So, looks like we're going to get that match. I hope and pray that Wheeler Utah does not win. Because you know there's going to be a full-scale riot. Because Wheeler Utah is the type of guy that riots on himself. Because he sucks so bad. But we'll see what happens with that. We saw 2 guys with Cook, but we didn't see them, their faces. We saw them, like, from the waist down. I'm like, I wonder who those guys were. Maybe we'll see them on this coming Saturday. I mean, it is a street fight after all. It's FTW rules, which basically mean hardcore, ECW-like rules. So, I just have a feeling Wheeler Utah's gonna win. I hope not. I hope I'm wrong. I'm going with Hook. So, we'll see what happens with that. Alright, so I gave that 2.5 out of 5. 2.5 out of 5 stars for that. I'm sorry. Choking this. My birthday when it's choking. God damn it. And we move on. Alright, match number 3 on the program. We have The Machine. Brian Cage taking on Keith Lee. With my good friend, the real Prince of the Prophecy and the Purge, Prince Nana, who did not dance, he didn't have to. So, pretty good match. Big, beefy men slapping meat in that ring. We get nice and impressive shows of strength from both men. Brian Cage takes control with a very impressive tornado DDT from the corner that leads us to a commercial break. Come back, and Keith Lee throws around Brian Cage. He launches him into the air. And then Kevin Kelly tried to get across that Keith Lee was trying to get the swerve with a win like this. So they go back and forth. Brian Cage regains control. Then they end up on top, and Brian Cage was trying for a superplex, but couldn't get it at first. But then eventually, he hits a big-time speed power superplex. The fans went, "What?" They're like, "Holy shit! Holy shit!" I marked out for it. I was like, "Wow." Didn't think Brian Cage had it in him to pick up that fat Keith Lee. So they go for, Cage goes for the cover, gets a 2 count. Comes right back with the F5 for a near fall. They go out of the ring. Prince Nana kind of distracted the referee. Then he grabs a cinder block. Sets it up in the ring. Kind of like reminiscent of 1 year ago when Swerve and then Parker Bordeaux, who's coming back soon, the actual Mogul Embassy, before even Brian Cage was in it. They had Parker Bordeaux and, I forget the other guy. Might have been Brian Cage, I don't remember. But anyway, he comes off the top and does the double stomp on the cinder block and put Keith Lee out, about a year ago. He was out for like 2 months, I think. Or whatever it was. Anyway, so, kind of wants to kind of do it again with the cinder block. And then, really, that didn't do anything because Keith Lee took control. Hits a really quick Big Bang Catastrophe. 1, 2, 3. Keith Lee is your winner. Match was alright. 2.5 out of 5 stars. And then he grabs the mic after the match and said someone took him out months ago with that cinder block. He's been trying to send a message to him, but apparently, that person ain't listening, so he's gonna go to Dynamite to pretty much make himself clear. And he says, I got a house to tear down, and I'm gonna do it brick by brick. Or in this case, cinder block by cinder block. So obviously he's talking about Swerve. It was obvious from the beginning where he's like, I need to talk to him. I mean, that could have been anybody, but if you were following along a little bit, it was Mr. Swerve Strickland. And that's it. We move on. So, the match was alright, 2.5 out of 5 stars, and that's it. Alright, then we go to the beautiful Renee Paquette in the back with the AEW Women's World Champion, the beautiful, the vivacious, you know her, you love her, you can't get enough of her, that's timeless Toni Storm. She's there with Luther, not Luther, Luther, and the beautiful Mariah May. Looking good in white. It's in black and white. She's in a white dress. How fitting. So Renee talks to Mariah May, who tells us her American wrestling license has been approved, and she's medically cleared and good to go. So Renee's like, well, when are you going to debut? Or debut? And Mariah May says, soon. I guess next year. Or maybe on the pre-show, for the pay-per-view, who knows. But anyway, so then she goes to Timeless Toni Storm, and actually, Mariah May's like, Miss Storm, are you going to see my first match? I'm a big fan. And then Tony's like, oh yeah, I heard that 1,000 times, or something like that. So then Toni starts talking about a certain person's waifu, that's Riho, calls her small and light, but the winter is coming, and she has no problem packing it on. I guess 8 pounds. I guess that's how much the Women's World Championship weighs, on like a certain 10-pound belt. So she says that, she says, I'm going to beat Riho, retain my belt, blah, blah, blah. But until then, I'm out. Chin up, tits out, shoe! She throws a shoe, and Renee's like, what? When they saw it coming, she's like, whoa! And then Mariah May almost got hit with a shoe. I guess you're new here. Chin up, tits out, and watch for the shoe. Man, I love Toni Storm, man. I love her gimmick right now. It's kind of like a Marilyn Monroe meets Madonna type gimmick. I love it, man. It is so over. It's good. It is great. I love it. And she's the champ. Second time. Two-time champ. So, we'll see what happens with her and Riho going into next week. I think Toni Storm is going to retain. As much as I want Riho to win it back for the second time. Because she is the first ever Women's World Champ, beating Nyla Rose on the first Dynamite. And then Nyla got it back. And then Cheetah won it. I think we all know the story after that. I think Nyla got it back. Cheetah got it back. Thunder Rosa had it. Britt Baker. Jamie Hayter. We haven't seen Jamie Hayter in a long time. Same thing with Britt Baker, baby. Probably won't see him until next year. What are you gonna do? Alright, so we got that. So good promo from Ms. Toni Storm, but watch out for the shoe. And that's pretty much it. So I get that 3 out of 5 stars. And we won. Alright, then we go to the segment of the night, ladies and gentlemen. We have Christian! The TNT champion, Christian Cage, comes out with his prodigal son, Nick freaking Wayne, to address Mr. Adam Copeland, Mr. Threshold, Edge, what do you want to call him? So he tells San Antonio to sit down, shut your mouth, and while I conduct some business. By the way, how's our fathers doing today? Merry Christmas to all our fathers out there. And our mothers, too. Anyway, so that business is the events that transpired a couple weeks ago in Montreal, basically Montreal Screwjob 3, where Nick Wayne's mom, Shayna Wayne, smashed Adam Copeland in the head with the TNT title. So, Christian's like, I could explain why she did that, but why should I when she could do it herself? So, he introduces Nick Wayne's mom, Shayna Wayne, the MILF. Nick Wayne's mom has got it going on. She does, man. She does. Anyway, so she comes out, and Christian gives her the mic, and the fans are upset, they're booing her, and Shayna's like, how rude! How dare you! And like, let me say it like Final Fantasy would say, how dare you! You would boo a mom? Really? Really? Man, I was getting freaking Sable vibes out of this. Because she kind of talked like Sable would. But, you know, Sable would. Anyway, so Shayna says her son is her son. Her baby boy, her pride and joy. And Nick is all smiling, that's right. So she watched Adam Copeland smash a steel chair, concerto, to her son's head. Excuse me for a second. I'm getting congested now, I don't know why. Great, I'm getting sick on my fucking birthday. Goddamn winter. Anyway, so she says, and you wonder why I made the choice that I did. I did what any other loving mother would do. I protected my son. Right. He's like, really? You would boo a mom? She says, through it all, something has been made very clear to me. The one person who loves and cares for my son as much as I do is the patriarch, Christian Cage. Yeah. Suck up to him some more, eh, Shayna? So then, she hands the mic back to Christian, who says that Adam Copeland is a despicable human being, and a real piece of shit. Crap. He mentions that Shayna worked at a bunch of, awful jobs, like restaurants and shit like that, just to make Nick Wayne's dreams of becoming a professional wrestler come true. And Adam Copeland tried to take all that away with one swing of a chair. So basically, Christian's like, Adam, if you were a compassionate man, you would empathize with that, considering you know, your own mother was single and worked those same crappy jobs for him. Like, wow, dude, come on. And Christian's like, I wish your mom was still alive so she could watch, so I could watch her disown Adam. Ow. Damn. Savage. Anyway. So he says Montreal wasn't a good night for Edge because it was for him. He said, I scored when I retained my belt, and then later that night I scored in another way, and then you see Shane like, I'm like, God damn it, Christian! Well, he is kind of divorced, right? So, yeah, he probably did. I bet you did fuck her, you stupid son of a bitch. So, you know, Shayna's kind of like, blushing a little bit. I bet you did. I bet you did, Shayna, you MILF. Anyway. Blah, blah, blah. And then he finally gets around to accepting Edge's invitation for a no disqualification match for the TNT title at World's End. But he's not going to accept the challenge because Adam is basically no challenge to him. I already beat you. I guess we're just going to have a fight. But he says, on behalf of Adam Copeland's mom and all mothers around the world, I'm going to make him out. I'm going to take him out behind the woodshed and put him out for good. So the old Yeller effect. So then that ends the promo. I was like, God damn! This is probably the best version of Christian I've seen ever. I mean, his promos are just on point. I mean, he really is like a monster here right now. Not as great as MJF with his promos, but, I mean, man. He really knows how to, you know, go low when he needs to go low. Like MJF would do, but, man, I'm loving his promos. And that's pretty much it. So we'll see what happens, what Adam Copeland has to say this coming Wednesday night on the program. And then this coming Saturday is going to be a war. It's going to be I wouldn't say we see some blood in this match. So we see some violence. We'll see what happens with that. I think Edge is going to come out of New York, out of the Nassau Mausoleum with the TNT title. But then again, Nick Wayne, maybe Killswitch, Luchasaurus might definitely going to get involved. I think it's going to come down near the end. I think Shayna Wayne is going to play a big part in what happens in the end. But I really don't want Christian to retain. I'd rather have Edge retain going to 2024 as the TNT champ. But then again, who knows? And that's pretty much it. Alright, so I gave all that 3.5 out of 5 stars. It was just amazing. That's it. Alright, after that, we go to the back with, I think it was Renee, with Big Cass. He's 7 foot tall, and you can't teach that. And his tag team partner, Absolute Ricky Starks, the AEW Tag Team Champions. So they talk about, you know, Kenny Omega and his battle with diverticulitis. I don't know why they did this. I think it was in bad taste. But Big Cass makes a joke about Kenny not really being sick. He's like, oh, I think that's made up. Because his Uncle Joe has gingivitis and he's totally fine. Jimmy Jack Jericho with glass eye. So Ricky Starks then chimes in and says, you know, that Kenny just doesn't have the guts to face them. And I was like, that's a good one, that's a good one. Big Cass is laughing his ass off. Both of them start laughing. And then Ricky says this means they forfeit the tag team title match at World's End. But wait, there's more. Chris Jericho comes in. I guess this was tape because Jericho. Actually, I shouldn't say it was tape. Jericho comes in and says that while Kenny is indeed out of the match, and the match is off for now, I still have a contract for a match for the AEW Tag Team belts, and I'm going to get that match at some point and some time, still going to happen at World's End probably, with a new partner that he'll find, whoever that may be. I'm thinking it's going to be the Big Show, so we'll get Jericho once again, or it might be Ibushi, because that's Kenny's, friend, lover, whatever you want to call him. So, instead of the Golden Jets, we'll get, I don't know what you would call Jericho and Ibushi. Golden Lovers 2.0, I don't know. Or we'll get Jericho going after the tag team belts. But we'll have to see what happens maybe on Wednesday night. If it doesn't happen at World's End, it's probably going to happen sometime after the New Year. And that's pretty much it. Alright, so I give that segment 2.5 out of 5 stars. And that's it. Alright, then we go to our second match in the Blue League. We have Brody King at 6 points, taking on the Dancing Fool. Oh, yeah. Daniel Garcia with Daddy Magic, Matt Maynard, once again on commentary for his friend, teammate. I don't know what's going on with that. By the way, do you want to know what makes Daddy Magic's nipples hard? You can ask him yourself on his YouTube channel, or you can follow him on social media. He'll probably tell you. But anyway, so Matt Maynard, Daddy Magic, puts over Garcia trying to save some face and finally get some points in the tournament, kind of playing spoiler. He's basically got 0. So the match starts with Garcia slapping Brody in the face. Uh-oh, you don't do that. To the man from the House of Black. So it kind of goes back and forth. Garcia was getting the living crap beat out of him. And then, Brody just, lifts him up, chokes him out on the apron, and then drops him. And then the referee was counting him out. They go to commercial. Why? And then They go to picture-in-picture. Garcia beats the count. What if he didn't beat the count? That would have looked really bad on picture-in-picture. But anyway. So, pretty much, after the break, Garcia's still fighting his way out of it, trying to survive this match, but Brody King's just beating the living shit out of him. And then Brody's like, alright, since you're not doing anything, I'm going to put my hands behind my back and I'm going to let you chop me to death. So Garcia's like, alright, chop, weak, ass, fuck, chop. Brody's like, come on, do it again! Yes! Kick him in the kidney. And, that didn't even work. But Brody got rocked with a forearm shot. But Daniel Garcia was fighting for his life. And, more forearms eventually started wearing the big man down. Goes for a slam, but just straight up fell out flat without even getting it. So, couldn't even pick up the big man. So then, Brody picks him up. And then, just lifts him up. Probably about to knock him silly. And then Garcia's does the dance to start mocking him. Brody King gets pissed. And tries for a big forearm. Garcia ducked it. And then actually picked up Brody King for a body slam. The crowd went nuts. Even the commentary went nuts. And goes for the cover, gets a near fall. And then Brody comes right back with a big lariato for another near fall. Goes for the Gonzo bomb. Not the Muppet Gonzo, but Gonzo. He hits that. Garcia once again kicks out at 2. But he's basically out. He looks like dead weight. He looks like almost unconscious. And then Brody puts him between his legs. Not like that. He was going to lift him up for a power bomb. And he lifts him up. Garcia jumps over him. And somehow, rolled into, a inside cradle. And he got the win. I'm like, what? So, Daniel Garcia with the upset of the year almost, I guess. And he picks up 3 points in the tournament. It's only 3 points in the tournament. Kind of like how Mark Briscoe beat Jay Lethal to get his 3 points. Not that it mattered. So we got that. So Garcia gets the win. Everybody's going nuts. So I give the match 3 out of 5 stars. So Brody King is eliminated. And Garcia got 3 points. That was that. And then after the match, Brody King is pissed. I mean, legit pissed. Then the lights go out. I think we all know what's coming out. And they come back on. Malachi Black and Buddy Murphy come in. And they basically drag him. And they're about to crucify him right next to Brody King. And then Daddy Magic gets off commentary. He's kind of like hesitant for a second. But then he gets in the ring to try to help. But gets a really wicked running V-trigger from Buddy Murphy, knocking him the fuck out. And then I think they did something to Garcia's hand, because he was grabbing his hand, and then Matt Maynard basically, like semi-conscious, crawls over to Garcia, and is like, "Stop! Stop! He's already dead! Stop!" And before the House of Black could do any more damage to both men, we hear the music of FTR, Dax, the Axe, Hardwood, and Cash Clock Wheeler. They come out and run the House of Black off, but Dax Harwood gets on the mic and basically says, "I'm ready to beat somebody's ass." He's gonna do what to my ass? And basically he throws out the challenge for a first-time ever match between FTR and the House of Black. And that match looks like it has been accepted and probably will happen at World's End. And that's going to be a slobber knocker of a match. I think it's going to be a banger. But we'll see what happens with that. By the way, what's up, guys? Out! And we move on. Alright, so we got that. Alright, let's go. My hand's hurting now. My hand's hurting. Not that way, but anyway. Alright, so we get that. Then we move on. Alright, then we go to the dreaded death slot. With the women, we have a tag team match player. We have Sky Black. And boy, does she look good. Woo! That gear. Smoking hot. She got a nice age for a 24-year-old. Yes, she's 24. She's basically half my age. Jesus Christ. But I still bang her. Anyway, and got another hottie. That's Julia Hart, a.k.a. Maria Brent 2.0. By the way, she's 22 and married. Damn it. Anyway, the TBS Women's Champion. So they team up to face my girl. The picture over there. Abaddon. Remember the Prophecy and the Purge. And she teams up with the hometown girl. That's Thunder Rosa. Yay! Who comes out in a hoop-de-hoop car a la Eddie Guerrero de ese Latino Heat. That was great. I love that. You saw that, Eddie? You saw that? Oh, it was great, I say. It kind of reminded me back in 2006, I say, when I came out in the lowlight all the time. You remember that, Mr. Joseph, right? Oh, how can I forget, Eddie? I've been watching wrestling for 40 years, dude. I remember you back. I remember when you came out in the hoop-de-hoop. You know, those cars, I mean, I'd love to freaking go in one of those if you were still alive today, man. I know, I say, it happens. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's okay, Eddie. Merry Christmas, by the way. Feliz Navidad. Oh, Feliz Navidad to you too, Mr. Joseph. Pero. But by the way, it's my birthday. Oh, Feliz. Happy birthday to you, Essie. You're gonna have some sangria. You're gonna have anything to drink today? No, I had that Friday night, my friend. Did you have the great time with the missus and anything, Essie? You don't want to know. I'll tell you later. Oh, come on, Essie. Why you tell me now? I'm your friend. Eddie, not now. You go have fun with China, okay? Mamacita. I have my own fun with my mamacita, okay? Just put it that way. Oh, that's great. Adios, my friend. Okay, adios to you too. Let me move on. So yeah. So her entrance, she has a new theme song, by the way, which is pretty good. But she came out in a hoop-de-hoop. I was like, it feels like Eddie Guerrero ese. Back when he was about to beat Rey Mysterio's ass. Right, Eddie? Oh, I'm sorry to bother you again. What did you say about Eddie? What did you say about Rey Mysterio? Yeah, you came out in your hoop-de-hoops all the time when you were facing Rey back in the Ruthless Aggression era. Oh, yeah, I used to beat him up because he's a pendejo. Cabrón. Yeah, exactly. Because I'm Dominic's papi ese. Okay, calm down. Calm down. Anyway. It's my video. I can do whatever the fuck I want. You don't like it? Get out of here. I'm disrespecting the dead. Fuck you. That's what it's called, satire. Comedy. I'm trying to make you laugh, at least. I mean, you don't like it, then why are you even watching it? But some people actually watch because of my epic impressions. It's true. No cap. No cap. We don't lie here. But, unlike certain people I know. But I digress. Alright. So this match didn't last that long. But, anyway. So, the, Thunder Rosa and Abaddon team up. Did you have that on your bingo card this year? Nope, but, Thunder Rosa, after basically almost a year and change on the sideline with her injury, she had to give up the AEW Women's Championship because of her back. It took a long time to come back. Hey, that rhymes almost. That's you. But in any case, it starts with Abaddon basically getting double teamed for a while. Then she finally gets control, gets the hot tag to the hometown girl, Thunder Rosa. The fans go nuts. But she comes in like a house of fire. She comes in, did some damage, and then Sky Blue and Julia Hart take control. But then Abaddon and Thunder Rosa come back. They make the comeback eventually, and then kind of a weird ending. Thunder Rosa hits the Fire Thunder Driver and barely picked up Sky Blue. She couldn't even pick her up almost, and I was like, she's gonna break her neck the way she picked her up. But somehow she picked her up, kind of turned her over into that Fire Thunder Driver. 1, 2, 3, Thunder Rosa and Abaddon get the win, obviously. So we get all that, and we move on. And it was announced that Abaddon and Julia Hart will fight for the TBS Women's Championship at World's End. I'm praying for Abaddon to win, but I don't think she's going to. Damn it! It is what it is. Alright, so I get that match 2.25 out of 5 stars, and that's it. Alright, then we go to your main event of the evening, the final match in the Continental Classic Tournament in the Blue League. Final match in pretty much of the tournament, besides in the semifinals, which is like, well, I guess it's not even the semifinals, but whatever it is. But anyway, we got Eddie Kingston, still technically your Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Champion, and also the New Japan Strong Openweight Championship. Openweight Champion, I should say. He's taking on, well, the man who was tied with Mr. Bryan Danielson, and as Andrade El Idolo, still without CK Perry. By the way, great news for CK Perry. She's out of the hospital. She's back home resting. That's a great sign. I hope she has a great Christmas with Miro. And hopefully we'll see her back on our television screens sometime in 2024. But glad that she's out. The doctors caught the infection just in time before it hit some major organs, and it could have got really bad. Same thing with Kenny. I mean, if he didn't get the doctors didn't catch it in time, it would have been really catastrophic, they said. There were angels watching him. So, speedy recovery for CJ Perry and Kenny. hopefully we'll see that. We'll see Kenny hopefully soon. CJ Perry will probably see maybe in about a month or two. But that's pretty much it for that. And speaking of New Japan, we gotta talk about Japan. There's a new president of New Japan as Mr. Obari-san stepped down. And the new president of New Japan Pro Wrestling is the ace, Hiroshi Tanahashi! Tanahashi-san is now the owner and president of New Japan. What? Wow. That's some big news, my friends. Now the question remains, will Okada resign? You know, because he is kind of friends with a certain guy named Paul Levesque. I'm talking about Tanahashi. But, you know, he's so loyal to Tony Khan as well, I don't know. You know, people are like, oh, Hunter and Tanahashi gonna have an event like Forbidden Door. Possibly, I don't think it's gonna happen, but I think Tanahashi and Mr. Tony Khan gonna have a nice little friendship or some type of agreement. Because Shibata is now all elite. He's actually now fully signed with the company after Ibushi signed about a month or so ago. So Shibata will be in AEW per agreement with New Japan. Same thing with Ibushi. So, you know, Okada is a free agent. So I really don't think he's gonna go to WWE. I'd be shocked if he goes there. I really think that Okada is either going to maybe re-sign with New Japan now that Tanahashi is the president, or he's going to take his talents to the States and join up most likely with AEW. I doubt Impact, or TNA, sorry. I doubt with TNA. So I think the big signing of next year is going to be Okada. Because there is a major name being thrown out by TNA that they signed, but we're not going to reveal it yet. I think this is going to be revealed at Hard to Kill. Who that is, I don't know. It could be Okada. It might be, I doubt it, but it might be Mercedes Moné. But TNA has been really, you know, kind of teasing a major signing. I mean, how major would freaking Mercedes Moné be in Impact? Oh, sorry, TNA. I keep saying Impact. Imagine Mercedes Moné and Naomi teaming up or fighting for the Impact Knockouts Championship or the TNA Knockouts Championship. Or them going for the Knockouts Women's Tag Team belts. You know, Boss Glow will reunite. I like to see freaking Courtney Rush against Mercedes Moné. I mean, just for shits and giggles. I know Deonna Purrazzo probably won't be coming back to TNA. I don't know where she's gonna go. Maybe AEW. I wouldn't put it past Tony Khan to sign her, but what do you do? I mean, she'll probably sign with AEW, but we only see her like once a week, or once every so often. Because you know how the women barely get any TV time. You barely see any of the other names that we don't see, like Shida, who's like back and forth in Japan. Rio, same thing, back and forth in Japan. Miyu Yamashita every once in a while. Makihito motherfucker! Every so often. The chick that looks like Yuna from Final Fantasy 9. No, Final Fantasy 10, I should say. Barely see her. We barely see Nyla Rose and Nita Beast every once in a while. Marina Shafir, basically kind of in Ring of Honor. We barely see them on Ring of Honor TV anyway. Legit Leda Hirsch is on Ring of Honor. Rachel Ellering, the same thing. I mean, Miranda Alizé is like every once in a while. And you got a women's champion like Athena who's there almost every week. because she's the champ. And now you're having this women's TV title tournament. Who's gonna be in this fucking thing? Besides, I really think Billy Starks is gonna win this thing. It kind of fits. I mean, Diamante's gonna be in it. Mercedes Martinez should be in it. Maybe Willow Nightingale might be in it. I think Layla Hirsch should probably be in it. Rachel Ellering. Lady Frost might be in it. She was talking about it on Twitter. You know, some women, you know, that are barely on TV, they were talking about, oh, I'm going to be in this tournament. But yeah, that's probably the main people who are going to be in this tournament. You're not going to get anybody else, really. Like, Miranda Alizé should be in the tournament, just saying. But out of all the women on the roster, besides Athena, the women's champ, who's going to win the Women's World TV Championship? I would probably give it to Billy Starks. And then maybe unify it. You don't need a Women's TV title. I mean, come on, dude. I mean, Tony Khan, really? We need more belts? We got a Continental Classic Championship, which is now going to be called the North American Triple Crown. So someone's going to have 3 belts and eventually lose all 3. Makes no sense to have 3... the winner gets 3 fucking belts. Should just be for 1 belt, but Eddie Kingston thinks he's great and says, oh, I'm going to put my Ring of Honor World title on the line and my New Japan Strong Openweight Championship on the line. If he even retains it, who knows? So you add that belt to AEW's roster and the Ring of Honor as well. You add that belt, and then in Ring of Honor, you add another women's title, basically a secondary title for the women. Yeah, that's great and all, but still, you don't have a lot of women on the roster. So why have the title? I mean, Athena's barely beaten anybody. Besides Billy Starks. I mean, who's her next challenger? I mean, seriously. Tony Khan, I keep saying this, Tony Khan does not know how to book Ring of Honor at all. Doesn't know what to do with it, so why even buy it? Just to throw it away? Oh, we're gonna resurrect it. Yeah, resurrected to what? It's basically a freaking house show. And the champions barely defend their titles. Barely. Besides Athena maybe once a week or whatever. When was the last time? I mean, Shibata defended against Wheeler Yuta with the Pure title. Who knows when Wheeler Yuta's going to defend that belt. And then the Tag Team Championship are going to be defended on Wednesday Night Dynamite, finally. Joe and MJF are going to fight the Devil's Minions, whoever they may be. I bet you they'll lose them and then they'll unmask, and it's the Kingdom, Matt Taven and Mike Bennett. I bet you nothing. The 2 guys that face Joe and MJF are going to be Matt Taven and Mike Bennett. If you've been following along with Roddy! Watch them win it, and then they unmask. And it's Mike Bennett and Matt Taven. Then you know something's up with the devil. You know who it might be. Could be 3 people if you've been following along with Mike Bennett and company. Who's their good friends? Oh, that's right, Roddy, Kyle, Adam Cole, baby, Bobby Fish. I don't think it's gonna be Bobby Fish, but kind of makes sense if you have the Devil's Minions win the Ring of Honor Tag Team belts, and then they unmask as Matt Taven and Mike Bennett. Then you know one of those 3 guys gotta be either a minion or one of them is the devil. Whether it be Roddy, Kyle, or Adam Cole, baby. I mean, if it's Jack Perry, I'm like, okay, why did you give the belts to the Kingdom then? For storyline purposes, yes, but not that type of storyline with the devil being Jack Perry. Like, people think it's Tony Khan. Tony Khan said, I don't want to be on TV as a character. Yeah, Vince said the same thing. Remember how Vince was never on, he was on TV, but was never like a wrestler until like, the Stone Cold thing, the whole Attitude Era. He started becoming an actual on-screen character and fighting Stone Cold and getting his ass whooped half the time. And then somehow he won the ECW World title at one point, then the WWF title. Kind of stole it, even though he didn't really win it, but he won the ECW title. I'm like, that really killed ECW right there. Put the nail in the coffin. But I mean, Tony Khan can be an on-screen character. You could portray the devil, but you think like MJF was gonna beat? I mean, Tony Khan's gonna fight somebody like MJF for revenge. Tony Khan's like a freaking twig. I could kick Tony Khan's ass easily. But he's scared for his life, so. He probably cut a promo about like that too. I'm scared for my life. I don't want to face Mr. Gilmore. Like you're just scared of probably the greatest move in the history of sport. You're really scared of this, my friend. I'm not talking about this. I'm talking about the Gilmore cutter. Bang! And if I ever hit it on you, Tony Khan, you are never getting up from that. Because nobody, and I mean nobody, gets up from that. And if you do, I'll hit another one. And I'll make sure you stay down. What do you think? I'm a 15-time Extreme champion. And 8-time Deathmatch champion. 8. I came out of retirement just for an anniversary show. Won it for the 8th time, and I'm retired again. In death matches. So. 8 times, my friends. 4-time Heart Champion. 1-time Universal Champion. 1-time King of the XWF. King of the Ring, whatever it was. Made the finals of the Lethal Lottery tournament. Didn't win, but I made the finals. Wrestler of the Year, 2013. So I put on some epic fucking matches back then. Not so much now. Unless I'm retired. Even though one of my other E-Feds I used to wrestle in, SVO, sent me a happy birthday thing. I'm like, thank you. I still talk to that guy, the owner actually, I talk to once in a while. Wants me to come back. I'm like, I have no time. I mean, I have so much free time on my hands, but, I'm gonna work. I don't really have much time to wrestle, or roleplay or whatever. I don't have much time. I mean, I do, but, I got other things, to do, worry about. But never say never. If I ever come back to an E-Fed near you. Or a wrestling ring near you. But I digress on that. Anyway, let's move on. Let's get back to that. Alright, so let's get to Eddie Kingston and Andrade in a banger of a main event. Back and forth they went. There was a stalemate to start. They did shake hands. And then they started shoving each other. So they go back and forth. Andrade goes for the figure 4, bridges into the figure 8, but Eddie got the bottom rope before he can even make the bridge to the figure 8. And the referee actually saw it! So broke the hold, and then Dasha tells us we have 5 minutes remaining in the match. I'm like, uh-oh, we're gonna get another freaking draw? But after that, Eddie comes back, hits not 1, but 2 of those wicked back fists of his, knocks Andrade the fuck out. Then he hits, what did he hit? He hits an Emerald Fusion type move. 1, 2, 3. Eddie Kingston goes on to the Blue League Finals. Now I'm thinking, wait a minute. Eddie has 9 points. Andrade has 9 points. Shouldn't they be fighting next week to see who faces Bryan? I didn't get that at all. But I think it's because of head-to-head they can't fight again. But I don't know. I don't know how Eddie is facing Danielson in the Blue League final on Dynamite. But anyway, go with that. So that's that. So I gave the match 3.25 out of 5 stars. So once again, on Wednesday Night Dynamite in the Gold League final, we got Swerve versus Moxley versus Jay White. And the winner of that will face either Bryan Danielson or Eddie Kingston. So there's a lot of possibilities we can get on Wednesday night. I'm still thinking it's going to be Swerve versus Danielson. Could be Moxley versus Danielson in Battle of the Blackpool Cut Club. Could see that. I think that would be a banger. We could see Jay White and Bryan Danielson. We can see Jay White and Eddie Kingston. We can see Moxley and Eddie, best friends, going at it. That would be a banger. Or we can see Swerve versus Eddie Kingston. So, but I'm going to go with my gut and go with my original thought in this tournament. I'm going to go with Swerve versus Bryan Danielson. It's going to be a banger at World's End. And if that match does happen, I'm going to go with my pick for the entire tournament to win it, which was Bryan Danielson to win the North American Triple Crown. But we'll see. We'll see what happens Wednesday night in Orlando, Florida. And that's it. Alright, so that is your Gold and Blue League finals. And we'll see what happens on Dynamite. And that's it. So like I said, 3.25 out of 5 stars for that. And then Bryan Danielson comes out, and I'm right near the end of the show, and gets in the ring, and he has a big, epic stare down with Eddie. Eddie's just jaw-jacking at Bryan. Bryan's just like standing there, listening to Eddie curse him out as the show goes off the air. But then, what wasn't shown, and it's on Twitter right now, I don't know if it's on YouTube, but Eddie Kingston continues to yell at Bryan Danielson, saying, I'm right here, dog. You might have beat me before, but I'm right here, dog. And then Bryan Danielson turns his back on Eddie. Eddie's like, oh, okay, all right. Gets the mic and basically bitches him out again. It's like I'm undefeated as the underdog, and I'm gonna kick your ass. So you might have beat me before, but I'm gonna kick your ass. I'm gonna, whatever. And then he drops the mic, and then Danielson was about to leave, but then he picks up the mic, and it says something to Eddie, and then basically he says, Eddie Kingston is a bum, and he drops the mic and leaves. And he's like, alright. And he's like, alright, now I'm gonna really fuck you up. I'm like, oh man. That match on Wednesday night is gonna be a slobber knocker. I don't think Eddie's gonna win, but I'll be shocked if he wins. But I think Bryan Danielson is gonna go to the finals. Eddie's gonna lose his Ring of Honor title and the New Japan Strong title to Bryan Danielson. Well, he's not going to lose it to Danielson. He's going to lose it permanently. And then Danielson's going to fight whoever wins between Swerve, Moxley, and Jay White. And the winner of that becomes the new Ring of Honor champion and the New Japan Strong champion. So they're going to be most likely fighting, for New Japan Strong on their shows, which are usually in LA or Vegas or San Diego. Maybe they'll go to Japan and defend it. So you might see Bryan If he wins, he go to Japan. He might fight Okada for that belt. I just thought of that. If Bryan wins on Saturday, he becomes the North American Triple Crown champion. He could fight Okada for that belt, for those belts. That would be very, very, very interesting. That would put that rematch that they're going to have at Wrestle Kingdom, that's going to be bigger stakes than they have right now. Daniels is just looking to beat Okada again and, get revenge for Okada putting him on the shelf again. So, we'll see. We will see what happens with that, but Okada versus Danielson for the Triple Crown Championship, sign me up. I would love to see that. But we'll see what happens with that. Alright, so that's it for Collision. Pretty damn good show. I gave it 7.5 out of 10 stars. Last few weeks of Collision have been pretty damn good. This tournament has been great. Sad it's going to end this coming week. But we're going to see it again next year. Next December, most likely. And the Owen Hart tournament is going to be coming up, I think, in the spring or the summer. That's going to be a good tournament. We'll see what happens with that. But all in all, still a great show. 7.5 out of 10 stars. And we'll see what the ratings are. I don't have SmackDown's ratings as of yet, or Rampage. Probably get them after Christmas. I do know that Dynamite's ratings were bad. 700 and something thousand views. I think it was under 800,000. I know that, but 700. I think it was like 795, somewhere around there. Not good, Al. But I think it picked up this. It's going to pick up next week, most likely. But Collision's ratings are starting to pick up a little bit. Not a lot, but they're picking up a little bit. Rampage is still kind of stagnant. Up, down, up and down, like my dick in your mama's ass, but we'll see what happens this week. Basically, Raw and SmackDown's ratings are not going to be that great because it's best of shows. NXT should put up a decent rating for another tape show this week, the go-home show before New Year's Evil. And Dynamite should pop a good rating. We'll see. I think Collision on Friday night should pop a good rating because everybody's going to be watching Collision, most likely. Because who wants to watch a best-of show? Even if Roman's on it. It's just Roman highlights, basically. So we got that. So Collision's ratings might pick up a little bit more. Rampage's ratings will probably be around the same. I don't know if Rampage is even going to be live. And that's the final actual shows for the year besides the pay-per-view on Saturday. And then we'll see what the ratings will be going into next year. But, it's going to be a good year for WWE. As we get into October, the fall season, NXT will be on the CW11. Don't know what day yet. Might be still on Tuesday. Who knows? Might be changing. Same thing with SmackDown. SmackDown's going to be on the USA Network. Maybe on Friday. Maybe they change it to Thursday. And who knows what's going to happen with AEW. And if they re-sign with Warner Bros. Discovery, or they go to another channel, which, who knows with that, because I don't think anybody wants to deal with AEW right now, from what I've been hearing. But they could go to FX, they could go to Discovery, the Discovery channel, imagine that. Coming up at 7 o'clock, we got Apes Mating. Then at 8 o'clock, we got AEW Wrestling. That's a kind of a weird segue. Go from freaking animals fucking to actual wrestling. Go figure that one out. But we'll see what happens during the year with AEW's TV deal, WWE's TV deal. We still don't know where Raw's gonna go right now. Could go to the WBD network. Could go to Paramount. AEW could go to Paramount. Well, I don't know if they're actually going to go to Paramount, the channel Paramount. They might go to Paramount Plus, which a lot of people don't even have, and they're going to have to buy now. Or should I get it for free? So, we'll have to see what happens next year. But next year, I think, is going to be a humongous year for wrestling. Humongous. We'll see what happens with all that. But anyway, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to go to sleep, get a good night's sleep, and then get up, and it's still my birthday. But anyway, I just want to wish everybody a safe and happy Christmas, Christmas Eve, coming up later today, I should say, because it's 4 o'clock in the morning. So, we got all that, and a bag of chips. So, enjoy your Christmas Eve. Have a great Christmas. Hope you get what you want in your Christmas presents and everything. And then have a great, safe Christmas Day on Monday as well. And then we're going to be counting down those days, starting on Tuesday, the final 5 days of the year. And then by this time, actually by this time next Sunday, it'll be New Year's Eve, and then we're going to count down the hours to 2024. And then it's the new year, my friends. It's 2024. So, got some videos coming your way. Later this coming week. I might do Ring of Honor tomorrow, just get it out of the way. I might scrap it because it's Christmas Eve. I don't even want to do videos on my birthday. So, and then Christmas, I will do a Christmas video on the Shadows Layer channel, episode 17. Just a normal Christmas video, wishing everybody once again a Merry Christmas, and then Happy New Year. Well, I would say Happy New Year. Well, I guess I will say Happy New Year as well. But I got my NXT review coming up on Tuesday, Dynamite on Wednesday. Probably doing an actual Ring of Honor video for the end of the year. Probably on Thursday night. Friday, I would do SmackDown and Rampage, because no Raw and SmackDown reviews this week because of the Best Of shows. Saturday afternoon, I would do World's End predictions, and then the World's End review Saturday night over on the Peter Joseph channel. And then on Sunday afternoon, before I go do my New Year's Eve festivities, I will do my final video of the year, TSL 18, and that will be my wrestling year in review. And that'll be the final video of the year. And then, after the ball drops, I will do my first video of the year, of the new year, 2024. Once again, like I did this year, over on the Peter Joseph channel. Just wishing everybody a Happy New Year, or a Crappy New Year. And then that'll be it. And then later on New Year's night, after Raw goes off the air, I will do my second video of the year, and that'll be my Monday Night Raw review right here on the channel. So, there you go. And then, pretty much back to normal. Same thing, new year. But, next year we're going to change it up a little bit. Well, not the reviews, per se, but, I'm going to change it up a little bit. Some of my channels, my Metal Guy channel, I'm going to do a lot more music-related videos, death videos, if they come, but we'll see. Because there's going to be probably a death, probably by the beginning of 2024. Hopefully not a big major death, but we'll see. We got that, the rant channel, going in a different direction. No more drama-related videos, because drama is just pathetic and not needed. And still, people are doing drama videos, and it's Christmas time right now. And doing the same fucking bullshit. It's the holiday season. Why are we doing this crap? Just because you still have a hatred for somebody, you're gonna troll them on Christmas, or their birthday, or whatever it is? It's stupid. Stupid, pathetic, petty bullshit. And you should be thrown in jail on Christmas Day for that shit. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. If you can't respect a person's birthday, or respect a major holiday like Halloween or Thanksgiving or even Christmas, then you have basically no heart and no soul, and you need to be thrown in jail for the rest of your fucking life. I'm sorry. You can't respect the holidays, then why bother? But really, doing drama on the holidays is fucking pathetic and petty. Just shows why this website should be shut down. And social media in general should be shut down. But it never will. So this bullshit will continue for another lifetime. Because people don't know how to shut up and respect people, especially on the holiday season and on their special days and all that shit. But you kind of expect it, so. But it is what it is. But all I will say is, to those people, if you can't respect the holidays, then you need to jump in a hole. Pretty much jump in a hole. Because just making yourself look like fucking babies and not even men or women. Because I know women do it sometimes too, but please, keep the drama out on the holidays, especially tomorrow and on Christmas Day and on New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. I mean, drama's never gonna end as we go into 2024, 25, 26. It'll never end with people, but the way it is, but I'm tired of that crap. I already said what I had to say. I'm going in a different direction. I'm moving on from everything. Trying to be a better person, be more respectful to people, and not be, a schmuck, basically. And that's it. I'm just gonna be me, try to be more respectful to people, and that's pretty much it. I'm not gonna stick my nose into anything anymore. I'm just gonna be myself from now on, which I should have done years ago, many years ago. But, now that I'm turning 47, getting close to 50, I don't want to deal with drama anymore. It's because it's really made me physically and mentally sick. So, I know people don't care. I don't care about you either, so. Then it's like people say, oh, I respect him as a person, but, as a YouTuber, he sucks. Doesn't mean that's not respect. You can have mutual respect for me, but total respect, it is what it is. The people that left me, I still have some respect for them, but, certain people, I just can't show them respect. I don't hate them per se, I just lost a lot of respect for those people. Those people had a lot of respect for me, but now it's kind of out the window. But, I wish those people a lot of success, but, like I said, I don't hate some of them. There's a couple people I still hate, I'll never forgive, but others, there's like one person that I still have a little respect for, but some of the other people, I could care less for at this point. There's at least 2 or 3 people out of those people that I can't have respect for anymore. And they don't have respect for me, I don't give a shit. But those other people that I hurt last year, I do still have some respect for, but I don't hate them. But, I wish them well. But the other people that, but other people, I have no respect for you and never will have respect for you. Especially those people that did all that crap. The haters that hate me so much with a mega passion. I will never have any respect for you. At all. But, live your life, and if you want to live your life being an obsessed piece of shit, then be an obsessed piece of shit the rest of your life. But it is what it is. You're getting older like I am, but if you can't move on from things, then you're just gonna ruin your life by doing the same fucking shit. But, you know, and I ruined my reputation with people and then everything else, but I know I'll never get back my reputation and respect with certain people, but, you know, I'm just gonna move on, keep doing my thing, keep living my life the way, you know, as best I could, and that's pretty much it. The same thing here on YouTube. I'm just gonna keep doing my thing, and not really caring about what people think, because it's just basically pure jealousy at this point. Just, you know, they'll never be me, and they'll live my life and everything. Well, whatever. Alright, enough talk. Thanks for watching, everybody. Merry Christmas, you motherfuckers! And that's pretty much it. So once again, 7.5 out of 10 stars for Collision. Let me know what you guys think down below. Subscribe to my channels, and all that good shit. So I'm out of here. I'm going to sleep. I'm getting some good sleep, and then I'm gonna get up. Gonna clean myself up. Gonna shower, and then I'm gonna go out for Christmas Eve dinner, and enjoy some. Well, probably watch a little bit of football. Probably watch It's a Wonderful Life for the 99,000th time. Because I know my dad's going to put that on. I'm not going to watch the Sunday night football game. I don't give a shit. But I'm just going to enjoy my Christmas Eve. Enjoy the rest of my birthday weekend. And I'm just going to have fun. And that's it. And then on Christmas, I'm probably just going to, going to have a nice Christmas night meal. Watch the Giants probably lose to the Eagles. And hopefully, you know, a great game between the Ravens and the 49ers. And, that's pretty much it. And, for some of you, back to work on Tuesday. For me, Wednesday. So, got a short week this coming week. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Off Saturday and Sunday. And Monday for the new year. Back to work on January 2nd. And that's it. Make the money you wish you had. Getting this Christmas bonus. Gotta put that in this coming weekend. So, gotta pay the bills, man. Gotta pay those bills, you say. That's it. So, I'm out of here. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm tired. So, Merry Christmas, everybody. Ho, ho, ho. And until next time, if you're not down with that, well, you're a bunch of Scrooges, a bunch of fuckboys, and jealous fucks. You deserve a bag of coal in your stocking. Because if you're not down with actual, real people that actually are better than you, and you know it, then we, for Christmas, have 3 words for you. Fuck you, man. That's it. Till next time. Happy holidays. Peace.